Welcome to the ICD-10 Elevate video series. This video is going to walk through manually modifying a diagnosis set in advanced claim edits to prepare for the ICD-10 transition. To get started from your G4 Studio home screen, find and click on the extension called Advanced Claim Edits. This extension is also known as ACE. This will launch us directly into ACE's welcome screen. There are two areas in which a diagnosis set can be modified: through this main welcome screen and also through each individual agent. I find it easier to create and modify sets within the actual agents themselves. So we will be modifying our diagnosis set within ACE's diagnosis linking agent. First, we will navigate over to the panel located at the left-hand side of the screen. To locate diagnosis linking, I'm going to click on the Medical Oncology tab. Then scroll to find the diagnosis linking agent. Once I've located it, I will click on the agent in order to launch it. Now we will navigate up to the Set Design toolbar located at the top of the screen. Since we are not creating, deleting, or cloning a set, we will want to click on the Modify icon. In the drop-down list, the set type we will select is Diagnosis. This will launch us into the Modify Set wizard. Next, in the Set drop-down, click on the actual diagnosis set you wish to modify. For the purposes of this video, we will be selecting the 175.9 diagnosis set. Click on the Name tab to review the set name and make any changes if desired. I will be renaming the set by leaving the 175.9, adding a space, followed by a dash, and another space, then adding ICD-10 diagnoses on the tail end. Now we will click on the Determinacy tab to understand what type of set we are working with, whether it is including the assigned diagnoses or excluding them. For our example, it is set to inclusionary, which includes the assigned diagnosis codes. After that, we can click on the Diagnoses tab to begin adding our appropriate ICD-10 codes. Diagnosis codes can be searched in two different ways: individually or by ranges. To search for a single diagnosis, click in the search field and enter the specific code. The ICD-10 diagnosis I will be searching for is C50.121. As you can see, the diagnosis appears in the Available Values box below at the top of the list. Something to note about this field is that I will only display up to 100 values at a time. Click on your diagnosis code, highlighting it, and then click on the single arrow button to move the diagnosis code to the Assigned Values box. To search for a range of diagnoses, click in the search field and enter the first diagnosis code for that particular range. I will be entering C50.122. Then, on your keyboard, hit the Tab key. This will move your cursor to the To field, opposed to clicking in it. In the To field, enter the last diagnosis code for that particular range. I will enter C50.300. As you can see, the diagnosis range indicated appears in the Available Values box below. If all of the diagnosis codes need to be assigned to the set, simply click on the double arrow button. If only certain diagnosis codes within the range need to be assigned, click on the individual diagnosis, highlighting them. Then click the single arrow button to move those particular diagnosis codes to the Assigned Values box. You will continue this process until the diagnosis set has been completely updated with all of the appropriate ICD-10 diagnosis codes. Once all the diagnosis codes have been added, we will click on the Next button. This will move us to the Summary tab. The Summary tab provides the set name, whether it is an inclusionary or exclusionary set, the set type, and how many values are within the set itself. If you are finished updating diagnosis sets for the day, you will click on the Save and Close button to exit the Set Design Wizard. However, if you have additional diagnosis sets to modify, click on the Save and Restart button to bring you back to the beginning of the Set Design Wizard. This concludes our Elevate video on adding ICD-10 diagnosis codes to your current ACE diagnosis sets. If you have any questions or need further assistance regarding diagnosis sets in the ACE extension, please open a case with our Unlimited Systems Consulting Desk.